Hi, everyone. Elon Musk is mad at me. And I just put out a statement about what happened between him, me, and the interview that he is apparently so upset about. But make no mistake about this. This is going to be my first episode of the Don Lemon Show this coming Monday, March 18th. So make sure you tune in. This does not change anything about the show except for my relationship with Elon and X. And there's a whole lot that went down, and I'm going to tell you about in the coming days.
Don, your severance from CNN, $24 million.
I think it was.
Maybe.
Yeah, we think so.
Please go to Sorrento. Go to Italy, bro. Like, go enjoy your life. You were trying to rub shoulders with freaking Elon Musk, and then he did you dirty? You didn't have to go through all that. Take that severance and run.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would be in the Amalfi Coast sunbathing right now and live streaming it, okay? I'd be live streaming.
Why would you be live streaming?
Because I'd be like, it's over, everyone. It's over. I'm done. I'm done with I'm living my life.
I would probably still be doing this, but I would have less stress. I think I wouldn't be as stressed about the future.
The amount of emotional distress this job like introduces to my life is.
What if we could take this desk and put it on the Amalfi Coast?
No desks allowed. The Amalfi Coast actually passed regulations banning all work desks. There are no work desks allowed, even in their hotels. They don't have like reception desks, nothing. I'm kidding, I made that up.
But anyway.
We should probably get back to the story at hand.
No.
So Don Lemon's new show, appropriately titled Don Lemon Show, that was streaming on X, has officially been canceled after a rough interview that Elon Musk and Don Lemon had. So the partnership was announced earlier this year in January and was set to premiere on X, YouTube, and other audio platforms next week. Not so fast though. Now, at the time, Lemon also said, "Today I'm back bigger, bolder, freer." You were already free, Don. You just didn't know it. You were freer than any of us, okay? I want to be as free as you were. But anyway, he says, "I know now more than ever that we need a place for honest debate and discussion without hall monitors. This is just the beginning, so stay tuned." So X Business posted back in January, "We're delighted to announce a new content partnership with Don Lemon for his new project, The Don Lemon Show. The award-winning TV journalist will share his unique and honest voice in 30-minute episodes 3 times a week, covering politics, culture, sports, and entertainment. The show will run exclusively first on X." Welcome, Don. No, not welcome.
Bye.
Okay, apparently things did not work out. So obviously, it was only appropriate to have ex-CEO Elon Musk on as the first guest, which was announced yesterday. Okay, so it was announced by Don Lemon. You see them talking to each other in that photo. And then in a video uploaded earlier today, Lemon went on to explain exactly why he chose Elon Musk as his first guest. Let's take a look.
I know, though, that many of you were not happy that I was doing this in the first place, and you told me so. I just want you to know that I did this deal because not only do I believe in free speech, but I believed that this was the best possible chance for the work that I'm doing to reach the largest amount of people. So speaking of free speech, right, I thought the first person interview, no brainer, Elon Musk, the man who calls himself a free speech absolutist. I asked him to do it. He willingly agreed to the interview. Throughout our conversation, I kept reiterating to him that although it was tense at times, I thought it was good for people to see and hear our exchange and that they would learn from our conversation, learn more about him, learn more about me. But apparently, free speech absolutism doesn't apply when it comes to questions about him from people like me. What did we talk about? Why is he so upset?
A lot of mainstream media don't give you honest news. We do. You know why? Because of you. Paid membership on YouTube makes all the difference. Hit the join button below and you become the hero that sustains us.
Why is he upset? So apparently he's alleging Elon Musk was not happy with how that conversation went down. In a statement posted to Instagram and X, Don Lemon stated that Elon Musk has canceled the partnership I had with X, which they announced as part of their public commitment to amplifying more diverse voices on their platform. He informed me of his decision hours after an interview I conducted with him on Friday. The interview will remain the premiere episode of the Don Lemon Show on Monday, March 18th. Elon publicly encouraged me to join X with a new show, saying I would have his full support and that his digital town square is for all. I made the decision to work with him in a unique partnership that I believed would ultimately assure that my work would be available to the most people in the largest possible venue. I took Elon and his management team's word that they, for the first time, were interested in working directly with new and diverse voices. I mean, that was a mistake, though.
Why did you think that?
I don't really understand why anyone would take anything that Elon Musk, of all people, has to say about free speech at face value, because he has proven himself over and over again to be someone who does not value free speech.
He fires people for criticizing him and disagreeing with him regularly.
All the time, yeah.
He's basically Donald Trump. And not just like, why would you trust anything that he says about free speech or whatever? Why are you trusting anything that Elon Musk is saying? He lies constantly. Virtually everything he's ever said about one of his upcoming products turns out to be a lie. Not just the products themselves, but when they'll come out, how much they'll cost, their capabilities, their safety ratings, what the technology is capable of, what the software is capable of. He is one of the most predictable liars in the world, but for some reason, everyone has some sort of incentive in terms of, I don't know, clout, money, whatever. They all pretend that what he's saying is true. So when he makes announcements, like he made announcements about the Tesla Roadster, which he announced originally back in 2017 and said it was coming out in 2020, which I think is in the past actually. But anyway, he made new claims, insane claims, and almost every headline was just like blah, 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 Elon Musk says. But he lies all the time. Why are they giving him the benefit of the doubt? Why is anyone trusting this guy? And in particular, you think he's got like a commitment to hosting more diverse voices on Twitter? Every 3 hours he posts about the Great Replacement theory. He is a racist, anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist. That's who he is. Everyone he's a fan of despises the concept of DEI or whatever they think that is. He's not interested in diversifying the voices on Twitter.
Lemon also says that there were no restrictions on the interview that he willingly agreed to, meaning that Elon Musk agreed to. And my questions were respectful and wide-ranging, covering everything from SpaceX to the presidential election. We had a good conversation. Clearly, he felt differently. His commitment to a global town square where all questions can be asked and all ideas can be shared seems not to include questions of him from people like me. And look, obviously, we don't know what the interview entailed, right? We haven't seen the interview yet. It hasn't been released yet. But tech journalist and podcaster Kara Swisher, who's spoken with Don Lemon, did say questions included, stuff about Elon Musk's ketamine use. I can't imagine that he would be like offended by questions about that.
Well, he and like the leadership of the companies have freaked out about the reporting over the past few months about the drug use and him like pushing people to take drugs with him. I get it, everybody wants friends and he can't make them organically, so he's
don't push people to take drugs.
And people felt compelled to. They thought that they would lose positions in the leadership of these companies if they did not participate in taking drugs with him.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, and they've tried to cover it up. I understand why it doesn't give you a lot of confidence in him. The ending.
Why do people do ketamine? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, I don't really know anything about it.
I think it's a horse tranquilizer. Don't quote me on that.
I would take it to maybe treat my COVID, but I don't know that I'd take it recreationally. But anyway, was Don Lemon implying that it was a racial thing when he said it doesn't include questions of him by people like me? Or does he mean like people who had been on CNN?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to speculate on it because I noticed that too, and I'm uncertain about what he meant specifically. But that's what he said. I don't know exactly what he means. Don Lemon, by the way, is set to return to CNN tonight to discuss the situation with Aaron Burnett.
Wait, they're bringing it back on CNN?
Yeah, with some.
What if this ends up getting him his show back?
Don, don't be another person who reminds not just the American people, but the international community that money is wasted on the rich. Okay, you have an obligation,
So much money.
an obligation, I say, to the American people to take that severance and go to the Amalfi Coast.
There are other beautiful places in the world.
I
by
know,
the way.
but that's all I want to see right now. Like that's all I am seeing right now.
Let's crowdfund her going
No,
there.
dude, I would never do that. I would never crowdfund my vacation. That'd be crazy. But I will say that if TYT paid me a $24 million severance, which is like the most unbelievable thing that would ever happen, I'd go to Sorrento. Okay, I'd go to Sorrento immediately. Now, because of the cancellation of his X show, X has been getting a lot of flack about free speech. So X Business decided to clear things up a little and also do a little bit of damage control. Let's see how we feel about this. They say that X is a platform that champions free speech, and we're proud to provide an open environment for diverse voices and perspectives. The Don Lemon Show is welcome to publish its content on X without censorship, as we believe in providing a platform for creators to scale their work and connect with new communities. However, like any enterprise, we reserve the right to make decisions about our business partnerships, and after careful consideration, X decided not to enter into a commercial partnership with the show.
Careful consideration. A knee-jerk hissy fit from Elon Musk. It was my guess. We'll see what happens. That's my guess.
Curious how this CNN chat with Aaron Burnett is gonna play out tonight. So we might update you all on the story tomorrow after that all goes down. But for now, just word to the wise, take the money and run. Okay?
And don't trust Elon Musk.
Yes, I think that's probably a more important point. Anyway.
Also Amalfi Coast.
Yeah, life is short. You're Italian. How dare you besmirch?
I'm not besmirching it.
The fine
I would
Italian
personally want to go to
people
Lake
of the
Como.
Amalfi.
Personally, if it was up to me, but
Oh, Cuomo, typical lib.
I didn't say Cuomo. I said Como. I'm going with Chris Cuomo to Lake Como.